you really think you can take over a 300 or 400 unit apartment community and get the equity multiple to 5x, get a double-digit cash-on-cash return, and have an exit that you're going to love and be proud of by simply just feeding crap into an AI chatbot and having it spit it right back out to you, and you're able to get things done in the way and an investment perform in the way that you think it should by doing that? You're delusional if you think that. Speed kills in multifamily investing. And already you're probably thinking, wait a minute, Darren, shouldn't we be more effective, more efficient? Shouldn't we use things like technology, use things like chatbots, use things like software in order to get things done faster, be more efficient? 100% yes. There is a function for technology. There is a function for software, chatbots, etc., to do some things for you, the daily repetitive things for you, sure. But when it comes to making the investment decision and getting the important information you need in order to decide whether you want to invest in that next multifamily property, whether you're an owner-operator, whether you're maybe a limited partner and you're depending on a general partner or a sponsor, whatever the case is, you want to make sure as an owner-operator or as a general partner, or at the very least, if you're a limited, that your general partner or your sponsor is doing this. You don't want to just be depending on speed. And you can't be talking like speed is a good thing. What do you mean, Darren? I mean, don't I want to get units rented quicker and don't I want to get reports done faster? Sure. But let's be specific about where speed can kill multifamily. And that has to do with due diligence. Due diligence. In the multifamily space, investment space, especially in today's world, I am inundated with messages from mainly salespeople about the new AI that can get your due diligence done quickly. So for example, I had a guy contact me a few days ago telling me, bragging about how the due diligence on a 400 plus unit apartment community took 8 minutes. Let me say that again. How the due diligence on a 400 plus unit apartment community took, actually it was less than 8 minutes. Guys, speed will kill. If you think that AI or technology will do all of the work necessary that you need in order to make the right, probably one of the more important investment decisions you've ever made. Okay. You can't ever think that you can't be involved from an experience standpoint, because guys, there is no algorithm for experience. There's none. Okay. So you can't just leave it up to the computer to tell you whether you should buy it or not, invest in it or not. And you certainly can't brag about, oh, this AI tool I used took less than 8 minutes to tell me whether I should buy this apartment community or not. No way. No way. Because guys, when it comes to doing well as a multifamily investor, making a good return, good cash flow, good equity multiple, it takes one thing: work. Work. Okay. You can't delegate this. You can't just delegate something as important as a 10, 20, $30 million acquisition to the chatbot or to the software that will spit out the information that more than likely it wants to spit out to you because it wants to tell you what you want to hear. No, you can't use technology in that way. Sure, use it to get through a lot of the more mundane tasks quicker. Use it to obtain information that you do need to make an informed decision, of course. But that informed decision needs to come from you, not from the software, not from the chatbot. And guys, I am tired of seeing, especially from salespeople, pitching and talking about the new technology that will do it for you. There's no such thing when it comes to making the all important decision. Do we pull the trigger on buying this property or not? You can't delegate such things. And by the way, if you're around or you're trying to do business with anyone that delegates that to their technology, to AI, to their machine, you better run as fast as you can because it's not going to work out well. Okay. How do I know? Number one, experience. I know from experience, and I know what you need to know as a smart general partner, a smart sponsor, a smart owner operator in order to make sure you've done the proper, not only due diligence. It's not about just obtaining information, guys. That's easy. It's making the wise decision on pulling the trigger or not. That's where you do not delegate this. You don't delegate this because if you default to speed, oh, let's just get this done quickly. Let's just feed it to the chat bot and have it make that decision for us. And we can be on our way and I can, get my golf game in here later today. No, you can't. And again, if you're around somebody like that and they're bragging about that and they think that this is really cool and I'm really, going with this technology thing, man, you better run. You better run. Okay. So again, experience is where I've seen this and where I know this from having done it for over 3 decades. Okay. Again, I'm all for having information provided to me quickly. Now, terrific. All of the important information I need to make an informed decision, great. But making that decision cannot be delegated to technology. That's number one. That's number one. Number two, when it comes to technology, anytime anybody says these words, you want to have your antennas up, red flags go up, and you really want to be paying really close attention. And the words are all you have to do. Those 5 words, all you have to do. If you're ever involved as an owner operator and you're looking at purchasing a property from maybe a seller or you're working with the broker, if the words out of their mouth is all you have to do, you better be doubling down on what you're checking out and what you're looking into. You better be. Okay. If you're a investment sponsor, you're a limited partner. And for example, if you're a limited partner and your investment sponsor or your general partner is saying, look, guys, all we have to do when we take over is this. All we have to do when we take over is, if you hear those words, you need to run. Why? Because more than likely they're leaning on technology. They're leaning on that to do all of the heavy lifting for them. Again, it makes sense to have technology and software do the heavy lifting on an informational gathering, producing standpoint, but for making decisions on what you need to do and how you need to execute, bad idea. It's a bad idea from what property do we purchase? Where do we purchase it? How do we purchase it? To we've already purchased it. Now, how do we prioritize our capital improvements? Where do we start? Do we start with the 3-bedroom units? Do we start with the 1-bedroom units? What about our existing residents? What do we do there? How do we handle that? If you are taking those items that take work, and you are delegating and throwing them in some kind of chat bot to spit things out back at you, and then wanting that to be the work you put into it, my gosh, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. And it is the old Uncle Darren's aging himself, old saying that if it was that easy, what? Everybody would be doing it. I mean, do you really think you can take over a 300 or 400 unit apartment community and get the equity multiple to 5x, get a double-digit cash-on-cash return, and have an exit that you're going to love and be proud of by simply just feeding crap into an AI chatbot and having it spit it right back out to you, and you're able to get things done in the way and an investment perform in the way that you think it should by doing that? You're delusional if you think that. Delusional. But the problem I'm seeing that I'm running into is more and more delusion. When I get an email from somebody bragging that they did due diligence on a 400 plus unit property in less than 8 minutes, I already know I'm running away. I got my jet rocket packs on. I'm out of there. Guys, am I saying that you need to be aligned with, or maybe even you yourself need to be doing things with a lead pencil and an eraser and erasing things and, no, of course not. I'm not saying that. Remember, what I'm saying is not delegating major decisions to technology, using it to make the major decisions, but not having it make the decisions. And the main reason people get in trouble with this is because they get infatuated with that one word. And what's that word again, guys? Speed. Speed. Speed can kill a multifamily investment if you're not careful. If there's one area where you want to take your time on your due diligence, you want to take the time to do the right analysis, you want to take the time to make the projections the way that you think it will really come out 2 years, 3 years, 7 years from now. You want to take the time to think about, study your exit strategy. You see what I mean? You don't want to be throwing all of this just in a chat bot, having it spit it back out to you. And, oh, that was easy. That took me 15 minutes. Now what am I going to do? No. Now, am I maybe being a little over dramatic with this? Yeah, probably. But one of the main reasons I am, guys, is I have seen live in person, not me personally, not any of my properties or my partnerships in person, but I've seen people that I know pretty well fall for this and think that this is the easy thing to do when it is not the easy thing to do. Why? Because if you mistake being easy with being profitable in terms of speed, it's going to be a huge problem, not only if you're an owner operator, right? So not only that, but if you have other people depending on you, you're a general partner or you're a sponsor, or man, if you're a limited partner and you've got your general partner or your sponsor doing this, no. Just remember these 3 words, guys. Okay, these 3 words. Speed kills multifamily. If you let speed make the decisions for you, speed kills multifamily. Okay, a lot of you guys aren't going to like this. A lot of you guys are going to disagree with everything that I just said. A lot of you guys are probably going to think, come on, Darren, get out of the Stone Age. Come on, dinosaur man. Stop being a dinosaur. This is, we're heading to 2030 here pretty soon. Get with the program. I'll tell you what, you do it your way. I'll do it my way. And let's compare notes in about 5 years, and we'll see where each other is at. All right? All right. Guys, thank you for joining me on this important Speed Kills Multifamily episode of the Heartland Multifamily Show, the place for all things multifamily. And guys, if you got some value at least, whether you agreed with me or not on this episode, man, click that subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss out on any other episodes. And also, look, I want your feedback. Give me your comments on this. Love to have some back and forth with you on what you think about what we covered on this episode today. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you. Bye-bye. If you want to get your hands on more great multifamily real estate content, make sure you click here. If you want to invest passively in great multifamily real estate,